So finally, after about a year of appeals and constant emailing, I'm finally able to get my YouTube channel reinstated. Happened about a year ago. My account got terminated and I was sending in constant appeals and they were all getting denied and just getting generic canned responses. So I eventually just hit up YouTube on Twitter to try to actually talk to a person, and then they were able to look at my account, review it, and then were basically like, oh yeah, actually nothing you did violated our policies. None of your videos violated our policies. So we've taken away any strikes or any offenses against your account. We've reinstated all your videos. We've reinstated your account. Sorry. It's just like, that's what I've been saying all along. But it happens to a lot of people, and unfortunately it's getting a bit more common with YouTube, and they're just ruining people's lives, and basically people that maybe earn a lot of their income from YouTube or have a lot of their income tied to YouTube just get their accounts deleted and evaporated overnight with no warning, no explanation, and oftentimes no justice. So anyways, I'm grateful and glad I was able to get this account back, even though it took, I don't know, 10 months almost. So anyways, here we are. I'll be posting more content on this channel because I had started another one and been posting on that for 5 or 6 months. So I'm going to be posting on here now. So go ahead and just move back over here. And then the second thing I wanted to talk about in this video was, I guess kind of good timing with even what's happening now, is I was mixing up some herbs because I'm working on a new formula, and basically it just reminded me of like probably 15 years ago or something, 14, 15 years ago, when I first was able to get really high quality extracts. And I remember how stoked and excited I was, and just how important it was to me at that time. I don't really know why or what it was, or even understanding the full causal relationships, but I just remember I was so excited and happy, and it was just important, and I was so fixated and focused on it. But then when I was finally able to do it, the effects and the things that I remember feeling were so good. And I guess mixing up these formulas and putting these things together this morning and then yesterday, it really made me think of that, because I'm mixing and putting these things in the cup and I'm like, dude, these extracts are pretty good. And I'm like, mixed it up, and then I drank it. I'm like, wow, this is great. And I just had that moment of, I don't know, in some ways, just going back and remembering that original mindset. And it's really such a cool thing. And I remember when I think I was in college at the time, and I just remember how it really changed my state and how I was able to relate to college. And I think basically what happened was, my first year of college, I was pretty lost, pretty confused, and my grades were pretty not very good, let's say. So I ended up getting put on academic probation for a semester. So I had to basically sit a semester out, and then if I came back and my grades didn't improve, then I would probably just have to stop going to college. So basically I took that semester off, and instead of just, I don't know, dawdling around or whatever, I just became more focused on things that I was interested in and passionate about, and dedicated the majority of my time and energy to that. So at the time it was obviously herbalism and reading tons of different books on tons of different subjects, ranging philosophy, psychology, physics, chemistry, history, religious philosophy, religious texts, pretty much anything I could get my hands on that was outside of my pre-existing frame of reference. And then also doing a lot of music, practicing guitar pretty intensely, and just really getting a lot more focused. And also taking lots of herbs and doing yoga and kind of taking care of my body and things of that nature. So when I came back, it was a different story altogether. My attitude, my orientation, my approach to school was totally different. Whereas before it was challenging and it was kind of annoying and I didn't really feel any connection with it. It was mostly a piece of cake after that. And getting, good grades, getting A's was not really a difficult challenge or difficult thing at all. It was really easy if I actually enjoyed the course, and it was a bit more challenging if I didn't enjoy the material or I thought it was stupid or pointless. Then I wouldn't really be able to get into it. But the point of that is just sharing that interesting story, I guess, so interesting to me. And then it's just, I don't know, it's cool to circle back 15 years later, basically, and still be like, man, these are really good, and I still feel really good. Just because it's easy, at least for me, at least back in those days, I'm like, I don't know if this stuff really works. Like, they're like herbs, but it's like weird. I don't understand. I don't think they're really going to do anything. Just because that was kind of the world I was brought up in. Like, literally, I didn't know a single person that had ever taken anything herbal or natural or even knew anything about it. I literally knew no one at that time. This is, I don't know, 20 years of my life or 19 years of my life. I never met or heard of a single person that had been doing any of those things. So, of course, it was a bit outside of my framework. But something inside of me just said, like, maybe give this a shot. Maybe do this. So I did, and it ended up really helping me get through college and move me on towards other things, like starting other businesses and just going in a different direction in my life. Also, helping my sleep at that time. And I think I was also working like 2 or 3 jobs while also going to college. So needless to say, I was, doing like 2 hours of meditation, yoga a day, going to college like full time and working full time. And still somehow not having very much money. But that's the life. But anyways, the herbs really helped me out through that phase. Mostly what I was taking in those days was Hushawu and Reishi. Those were the first 2 that I really started with. Because they definitely like kind of calmed my heart and had this soothing, grounding quality on my kidneys, which was able to help me actually kind of chill out and focus. Because it's a weird thing. People think they need to be amped up and like stimulated, like, oh, I gotta get stuff done. But actually, if you're just calm and even and relaxed, you can actually get way more done. Because it's like if you move and I don't know, it's just basically like driving the car with the foot on the brake. All the tension, all the muscular tension, all the mental tension, all the contraction and the forcing is just getting in your own way. So you're less productive and you're less efficient. So you're going to burn out quicker and feel worse at the end than if you were actually just more chill and even and stable. So that's why I've never really been a proponent of being stimulated, even though I've tried all of that stuff and done it. But I can see and have experienced firsthand the drawbacks and the negative consequences, and also done the more other approach, which is what I'm talking about, which is being more relaxed and mellow and just centered and calm and even, and then moving from that place, and then actually you do get more efficient. Not to say there is not a time and a place for either one, but it's just what are we doing regularly over the long term, which will add up. And if you're just operating at anxiety level number 9 for a long time, that's not going to be good for your body, and eventually the bottom's gonna fall out. So anyways, hopefully this has been helpful. If you want to learn more about Reishi and Hushawu, definitely check the link below. And I think even in those days, I was just doing like 3 capsules of each, 6 capsules a day, or even sometimes even just 2, because I didn't really have much money. So I had to make them last. And it was still a really good effect. So anyways, thanks for watching. We got the channel back. I'll be posting more content. So I'll talk to you soon.